We're here with the author of Humble in Victory, Pete Booth. And Pete has authored a number of biographic works and an important novel called Humble in Victory. Humble in Victory is about a prescient operation in the Caspian Sea. And Pete can tell us more about the background for that as we focus in on him.
And I'd like to say that behind the camera is my good friend Jerry Gordon from our condo. Behind me is Pensacola Beach, about 6 miles.
Right.
Off to my left is Pensacola, Naval Air Station, Pensacola, home of the Blue Angels, and I wish they would come over here right now at very low altitude to jazz this video up a little bit. Anyway, like Jerry said, I've had written, first one was Humble in Victory, the novel, which I'd really like to focus on because it's incredible. The other is simply a journals of kind of destroyer squadrons and so forth on up the Navy. And the last one over there is Buoy Outbound, which is all maritime, half Navy, half civilian. So at any rate, that's kind of, I want to just tell you a little bit about these books. So can I just start from there?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me just tell you, and don't forget that this YouTube is simply an addendum to what I have on my website, which is right here.
And let's tell the audience that it's peterbooth.com.
No, Peter B. Booth.
Peter B. Booth.
That's my best handwriting right there.
What does the B?
PeterBBooth.com.
What does the B stand for, Peter?
Blake, old family name. And at any rate, this novel was written in the year 2000. Totally rewritten, like most novels, most writings. Totally rewritten the first 9 months of 2001 and published on, believe it or not, 9/11 of 01. It takes place in 1 week in November of the year 2010. Its premises are straight line extrapolations of what occurred in the 1990s vis-a-vis the oil demand for oil, crooked politicians, yeah, missing nuclear weapons, well, maybe, and last but not least, the genderization of what I call of the Navy, in which in this novel, in the year 2010, on board the aircraft carrier Ronald Reagan, all hypothesized in the northern Arabian Sea, trying to defend the Caspian Sea oil, okay, it's the carrier and its embarked squadrons, half men, half women. That's not the basic point of this whole novel. The bottom line of which, Jerry Gordon, is the absolute unconstrained heroism, sacrifice, duty, honor, country of the young men and women in the year 2010. Now mind you, this is looking ahead 10 years, on the carrier and within its embarked fighter squadron. So that's kind of a little précis of kind of how this novel came about. Now, can I keep going?
You can go.
Okay. I want to flash forward, okay, on the novel. And I do have a website, and they talk about these books and so forth. And the last time I read this novel was when I read it to a blind, 98% blind friend of mine, Rear Admiral Lou Zarosty, hell of a good guy. And I read it to him over 21 hours in 3-hour increments, okay? That was the last I had done this, was 7 or 8 years ago. And recently, I pulled out a loose leaf binder of about 3 inches, chock-a-block full of reader comments and reviews and different things. And I said, this thing really impressed a lot of people, and a wide, diverse people. You know, I've sold about 4,500 of those over the years, and maybe another 1,000 of the other 2 books. And I said, wow. So I reread it last month, and my eyes watered over at the heroism and the sacrifice and what these young people were doing, and all these crooked politicians. This is all hypothesized into the year 2010, okay? And I was absolutely astounded, and I wrote up a review of this just last month. And it's going to be quick, Gary. Let me just read one quick thing. Just take a second here. This is my review, okay? Page 452, and the book ended. How I wanted it to continue. It was a powerful tale of greed and politics gone sour. Wonderfully brave young Americans doing the incredibly tough job at sea and in the air. Of what true military combat readiness is all about, and how a nation can come perilously close to totally losing its moral compass. There are, too, so many good and soggy leadership examples. It could well be a standalone case study for the leadership aficionado or student. Same, too, for the many ethical dilemmas, not all of which I agreed with, but accepted with some clenching of the teeth, and occasionally an outlined expletive of my own. And the bottom line, it is a great novel, great book. Go to the website and go to this website right here, and you can read more about that. Anyway, Jerry Gordon, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Pete Booth, we're grateful for this opportunity to speak with a great American, great novelist, and a wonderful naval aviator. Thank you.
Yes, sir. My